This just in out of the world of soccer, where Chelsea has won the FIFA Club World Cup. The Blues dominated Champions League winners PSG, winning 3-0 at MetLife. Cole Palmer led the way with 2 goals for Chelsea, who win the competition for a second time and first time since 2021. PSG, meantime, were making their first ever appearance at the Club World Cup final. It's a good start to the season for Chelsea, who will begin their Premier League campaign on August 17th at Stamford Bridge against Crystal Palace. And for more out of MetLife, we say hello to CBS soccer analyst and key contributor to the Golazo Network, Jimmy Conrad. Jimmy, heavy underdogs here, leaving no doubt. Chelsea discarding PSG and the way we've seen the Parisian club handle others. How jarring is this result?
Yeah, it's pretty jarring. I saw the first goal go in, and I was like, okay. And then the second one, and then the third one, and I thought, what are we watching here, Joe? PSG had only given up 1 goal so far in this competition. For them to give up 3 in 1/2 is absolutely ridiculous. And I think it really highlights just how prepared Chelsea were for this particular game. Walking into this, I didn't think PSG had any vulnerabilities. And Enzo Maresca, the manager for Chelsea, and his staff and the players, they found a big vulnerability in that pocket of space in front of their back line on the left side, which Cole Palmer decided just to stand in. And that led to 2 goals and 1 assist. It was an incredible performance from Chelsea and something they can build on as they enter into the Premier League in a little while.
Yeah, taking a look at the numbers coming out of this one, and that's exactly where I want to go, because you're always trying to take something somewhere across these different competitions, different federations. How important is it for Chelsea to start the season on the right note like this, looking eye to eye with one of the world's best, about a month out from Premier League play? How much of this does this translate?
Yeah, I think it's a big boost of confidence, and if anything, it gives them some identity, or a little bit more of a clear identity going into the season on both sides of the ball. I thought what they did really well outside of finding that pocket of space was that they didn't play into the traps that PSG were trying to set, right? There's a big, and we could have a big argument here about Pep Guardiola, the manager of Man City and Bayern Munich and Barcelona in the past, where he made the game kind of boring, right? I mean, he'd kill you by 1,000 passes. Well, that's starting to change a little bit, and I'm here for it, where you see teams playing a little bit more direct. So instead of Robert Sanchez, the goalkeeper for Chelsea, trying to play to his defenders the midfielders up to the, he just is skipping everybody. This is skip everybody. Let's try to find 1v1 situations, which is what happened on the first goal. Gusto got the best of Nuno Mendes in a 1v1 situation. It ends up leading to Cole Palmer having plenty of time on top of the box. He slots it to make it 1-0. And once something like that works, that is what, listen, as I like to say, confidence is a hell of a drug. And when you get confidence, that, like, okay, the buy-in is like, okay, yeah, let's play a little bit more direct. PSG can't handle that right now. And until they can, we're going to keep doing it. And they kept doing it. And that led to the second goal. And that led to the third goal. And that led to game over. And congratulations to Chelsea for winning this trophy yet again.
Perhaps playing in pander to the American crowd who longs for the action here in New Jersey. They get some of that long ball action in this one. Let's process this through the PSG scope as well. Are you more than happy to head into the season the way they do on the back of a Champions League title? Obviously, all that comes with that and the confidence they build there. Any of that chipped away in this latest competition?
Well, you know, when you don't win very often, you always say you're only as good as your last game. But PSG have been so dominant, Joe, over this season. The best team in Europe by far. And 90 minutes isn't going to take that away. Or we could argue a bad 45 minutes against Chelsea shouldn't take that away. They're the first French team in history to win the treble, which means they won the domestic cup, they won their domestic league, and they won the Champions League. They have a lot to be proud of. And Luis Enrique and his players have really showed that maybe you don't need a superstar to win trophies, right? They had Lionel Messi at one point with Neymar and Kylian Mbappe. All 3 of those players are gone, and now they got a lot of young, hungry players that are trying to make names for themselves, and that collective has led them to tremendous success. And so I feel like that's a new model for them to continue to push and for others to emulate ultimately. So I think PSG's done a really nice job, and they have a lot to be proud of. But yeah, it's going to sting a little bit because they didn't put out their best performance with everybody watching.
Jimmy Conrad always breathes life into these moments. We appreciate you stopping by.
Thanks, Joe.
I mean, who's better than Jimmy? You want more Jimmy? Get involved with the Golazo Network. It's 24/7 news, highlights, live matches. They set your day the right way on morning footy. You can stream it on the CBS Sports app and on Paramount+.